Hello everybody. Alright, I'm going to share a recipe with you today. And it's a new recipe that I came up with, and I love it. My husband loves it. It is called peanut butter toffee bread. Alright, now what I'm going to show you is going to be a little different than what you're probably used to making. It was a little different for me too, but it came out fantastic. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need sour cream. This is a 16-ounce container. You're also going to need cottage cheese. Okay, this is 1.5 pounds, because what this mix is going to do is it's going to give you two different types of breads, which I'm going to be making today. I'm going to be making the peanut butter toffee bread, and I'm also going to be making homemade potato bread made with mashed potatoes. So I'll show you that one too. So, so you need your cottage cheese, your sour cream. You need 6 eggs. You're going to need some allulose for the peanut butter heath bread. And for that, you're going to need a bag of heath toffee chips. And you're going to need Jif extra crunchy peanut butter, or whatever crunchy peanut butter you want, or smooth. Just do not use anything that says natural on it. That won't work. You're also going to need heavy whipping cream. And for the peanut butter toffee bread, you're going to need a mix of baking powder, baking soda, and flour, all-purpose flour. And you have to sift this before you use it. Okay? And like I said, you're also going to need allulose for that. Now, for the potato bread, you're going to need the mashed potatoes. You're going to need a stick of butter, melted. You're going to need a pack of yeast. Okay? And I usually use the rapid rise. And also make sure you check your dates on your yeast. This one's good till February of 26. So this is still good. So you'll need that. And to do the yeast, you'll need a 1/4 cup of lukewarm water, where you could warm enough to put your finger in, and a pinch of sugar. Okay, and you mix that up and you let it sit there until it does its thing. And for the potato bread, you're also going to need a little salt, little pepper, and a little Kingsford garlic herb seasoning. Okay? And you're going to need, for that one, you're going to need just some flour to make a dough. Alright? But we'll get to that one later. Alright, so in your food processor, you need to add your eggs, your heavy cream, your sour cream, and cottage cheese. Alright, and then you just whiz that up. Alright, now you're going to take half of this mixture and put it in a bowl. And this is where we're going to start working with the other ingredients for the toffee bread. Alright, you're going to need 8 tablespoons of allulose. Okay? Yes, this is made with allulose. Plant-based sweetener. 2, 3, 4, 5, that in there. Now, like I said, we're using Jiffy. And you're going to use about 1.5 cups. 1.5 cups to 2 cups. And that's pretty much going to be about 3 big heaping spoons of the peanut butter. Now me, I like to add a little extra because that's just me. Because I like my extra crunchy peanut butter. So I'm going to add 1 extra spoonful. And then you whisk this in there. All right, peanut butter is already all mixed in there, and you got the chunks of the peanuts in there. Now it is time. Let's move that out of the way. It's now time to add the toffee chips. Now this is where you switch from the whisk to this, to your little spatula. And you're going to use the whole bag, okay? And that way you have all those toffee chips in there. One nice thing about the toffee chips added in here is it gives it that extra sweetness that you need. Alright, that's all mixed in there. Now this is where you start adding your sifted flour, baking soda, and baking powder. Okay? Yeah, it's already, I know it looks like a cake batter, but it's not. I will say this, though, when it comes out of the oven and you cut into it after it's cooled off, yeah, it does have a cake-like texture, but it is a bread. Now you start adding your flour. And actually, this 1 cup might be enough. split it up. About another half a cup. Maybe a quarter cup, actually. And this is why I like having this already mixed up, so I don't have to. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, here's your bread batter. Okay, I only needed about a cup and a half of my flour, baking powder, and baking soda mix. Okay, so this is it. Now, here's the next part of this. You can make either muffins with it or you can make a loaf of bread. It's up to you. Hold on one second. Okay, now you can do mini ones, you can do the regular size, or you could do mini loaves in mini loaf pans, or you could do one large loaf. Right now I'm going to just make some mini ones because, well, that's what I want to do. All right, you got to make sure you put a good spoonful of this mix into the little paper cups because, yes, they will rise, but you want enough in there so that you get that little muffin top. Okay? You get enough in each one. Okay. All right. Now, you're going to put these in a 350-degree oven and bake them until a skewer stuck in the center comes out clean. And since these are little mini ones, they won't take long. Maybe about 10-15 minutes, if that. All right, I'll be right back. All right, now I've got a little bit larger muffin now, ready to go in the oven. Now these will be put in at 350, but they'll be cooked a little bit longer, like maybe 25, maybe 30 minutes, until a skewer inserted in the center comes out clean. Okay? Now if you're going to do a one large loaf, that goes in at 350, and that will probably need probably maybe an hour. Okay, depending on your oven. I'm using air fryer, so this cooks things quicker. So um, you could put this in your air fryer, 350, until skewer inserted comes out clean. So the mini muffins, 10 to 15 minutes. This probably about 25 to 35 minutes, 40 minutes max. A loaf, if you do a loaf pan, at least an hour. Hour 15, depending on your oven. But that's it. That's all you do. And then when it comes out, you let them cool completely, and then you can enjoy them. Now, when this first batch comes out, I'll do another video and let you see how it looks. All right? All right. I'm going to get going on the next bread and do a video on that one. All right. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share, and comment, because all that helps the channel. And if you're new to my other social medias, you know what to do. Watch the video all the way through, comment, like, share, repost, and follow. All right? I'll see y'all in the next one, and let me know in the comments if you make this recipe.